Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ay si Bien Delgado, pang-apat na taon ng Septuagint. Kami po ay may tatlong anak at tatlong grandchildren or apo. And I have one wife of 49 years. Salamat sa pagkakaimbita to join you in this Wednesday for St. Joseph devotional podcast. A little bit of myself, my devotion to the chaste heart of St. Joseph started a few months before Patris Corde in December of 2020, when I started to look at who I am and how the devotion to Saint Joseph can be deepened considering where I came from. Mula po noon, in January of the following year, 2021, I started writing Wednesday for Saint Joseph, which I try to share with as much groups as possible, and one of them is your group for at least 2 years. May mga posts na po ako the last 2 years. Some have been posted, others have been left pending, and so I have simply decided to delete them. Salamat kay Ma'am Jasmine Alapay sa invitation na napadala ngayon, and for me to share my thoughts, my experience on Saint Joseph as a gracious man. I will send you the next segment after a while. Thank you. Salamat po sa inyo. Here goes for the part 2. Wednesday for St. Joseph endeavors the ordinary times of Scripture to view the school of Joseph and Mary from their holy home in Nazareth as the public ministry of Jesus unfolds his person, work, and mission. While the apostolic letter exhortation of Pope Francis did not describe Saint Joseph as gracious, we nonetheless can see the Father in the shadows, just as chaste and gracious in self-giving. Saint Joseph as a working father is really one that we can truly admire. Let me start off when the young Joseph was selected to offer a stock as part of the men who were eligible to betroth the young Temple Virgin Mary. The story goes that the stocks of several men of the synagogue were all placed together as an offering. And behold, after several days, it was the stock of Joseph that bloomed. Graciously, Joseph accepted this and was announced to be betrothed to young Mary, who was then age 15 thereabouts. From there, as a devout Jew betrothed to Mary, he started to prepare what is his workshop to be their home when after their wedding. Be not afraid. And so he did prepare his workshop to be their home. But lo and behold, the visitation of the angel to the Blessed Mary prompted her to visit the country home of her cousin Elizabeth, betrothed to Joseph. As the Jewish man, I, for one, believe that during this whole trek to the mountain countries where Elizabeth lived, Joseph graciously accompanied her young wife, Mary, to go and visit Elizabeth. Pwede po nating tanungin na pagdating doon at nagkakita po si Zachariah at si Joseph, ano po kaya ang pinag-usapan nila? When Zachariah is and Joseph is the silent one in Scripture. Betrothed to Mary, whose task was to prepare a home for them, he went back and prepared to get married in the Jewish way of things. But lo, sa pagbalik po ng ating mahal na ina, after 6 months, she was conceiving of the only begotten Son, Jesus. It was Joseph's own annunciation that he graciously accepted to take Mary, his wife, to be in his home. Allow me then, in this brief overview, to share that the strength of the home life with Jesus' mission character as the anointed in baptism, the River Jordan, we now have a sketch of the Holy Family, home of Nazareth. To conclude, rereading the apostolic letter of our Holy Father, Pope Francis, I felt the oozing with the Father's heart, Patris Corde, who devotedly wrote the letter of seemingly silent and lowly carpenter from Nazareth, the just man Joseph. Pope Francis raises the active participation, the accepting, obedient, legal father with his facet, ang kanyang mga ginawa at nagawa for our Virgin Mother's Mary and her fiat. The active yet supportive, quiet role of courageous Joseph to God's salvific plan through his Son Jesus is made more manifest in Patris Corde. Illustrious Joseph carries out God's will as revealed by Angel Gabriel in the Annunciation. A sacrificial facet to protect his betrothed wife, Pope Francis continues to ooze as he described a tender, loving Joseph who devoted himself completely to the life and work of the Holy Family to grow in maturity in his workshop home in Nazareth. Go to Joseph, do what he says. Go to Joseph. Here we have a father in Joseph in the shadows of a just, chaste, and gracious self-giving. Maraming salamat po. I have endeavored to not broadcast or pre-tape this short thoughts and presentation for your devotion. And I hope it would be of some help for your time together. Salamat muli, Yasmin, and God bless the endeavors you all undertake for Saint Joseph. We day for Saint Joseph and a Father's Heart of Patris Corde. Salamat and mabuhay.